Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Roblox studio dev stream. Let's see. I've been quiet lately. Me and the kids, we got sick. Yeah, second day of school, and got hit with a cold from school. Thanks. I'm sure any of you out there that have gotten sick on your first or second day of school, you know it isn't all that fun. So as you can see, I'm sniffling a little bit, but I feel a lot better today. Yeah, and that's why we're able to do this video here. So I just seen I was going over my error reporting. Let's see here. I was going over my error reporting, and I noticed that, like, if we go here, go view analytics on your game, and then you go down to error report. Yesterday around 6 p.m., there was this 193 errors that says failed to lock VRAM. So now what this is, my understanding is Roblox Studio gets to the point where you add so many things, and all of a sudden your performance drops on lower end systems. My system isn't the greatest, and I know if I play my game on like full graphic settings, it tends to lag as well. So I don't know, I'm just kind of putting this out as a disclaimer that Roblox Studio has big limits, and depending on the type of game you're trying to design or what you're trying to do, you're going to reach that limit very quickly. Like right now, it doesn't seem like we added a whole lot to this game, but we are probably approaching our limit for what we can realistically do in this game and have it be compatible with all the platforms, right? Because you got to remember that the console players and the PC players have access to different resources to play the games. PC players have access to better video and probably more RAM and that kind of stuff, more resources. The thing about Roblox, it's all GPU. It's all GPU. I don't know why they chose to design it that way, but it's all GPU. So if you're having errors in some of these Roblox games that have lots of like fog and those types of elements, that's usually why you get those errors, is because, well, Roblox is looking for more video resources so it can continue to do that. Now, like I say, that I put the disclaimer on my game saying, you know, if you can try and dedicate more resources to your video. I'm mentioning that also because the only crash reports that I've gotten, this came from a computer. It didn't actually come from a console. It came from, like, we can look at type and we can say client. And look at that. We had 200 crashes. This is client side. This isn't server side. So same with this, like unable to download sound data. All right. Roblox Studio is all server side, so depending on your internet connection and your latency, you may not be able to download the sounds when you drink a pop or give someone an item. This stuff is minor though, but this one here, this has to do with your video processing, right? And we switch it over to the server, and it'll say, of course, hey, the server only gives out warnings, and that's because all the information is server side. So unfortunately, there's not much I can do as a developer other than restrict what I put into the game. It could be maybe all the elements that I'm trying to add are too close together, and if I spread them out a little further, it might be easier for people's systems to handle. I don't know if anybody plays Liberty City there, the emergency response. That's a great game. But I noticed these last few updates that they have pushed through have really, really taxed the game. Now, I don't know about like these kids that play on these modern day computers and stuff. Like I say, my system is probably getting to be about almost 10 years old now. So it isn't the best. But it should be able to handle it should be able to handle, you would think, some of those games. But yeah, anyways, because it uses more of your GPU resources than anything else, you'll find that your quality of play drops significantly. So I noticed that when I play emergency response. Yeah, I play. It's fun. I like it. I don't arrest kids and stuff, but I'll be a fireman and I'll revive people, and that's the kind of stuff I do, right? I think it's fun. See a bunch of people shooting each other, you go in there and you revive them all so they can keep shooting each other, right? So yeah, but I'm noticing in that game when I'm driving around that it is really, really laggy, and there's lots of delays, and that has to do with the latency between me and the server. So it's trying to download the information to my machine as I'm going through the game, but it's not really able to keep up, and that has to do with a lot of the elements that they add to the game, right? The scripting and all that kind of stuff. So to make a long story short, what I'm getting at is I feel like we're pretty much at where this game is going to be. I had plans to add a taxi company. See, I got a couple of cars in here. I was going to convert over into here. And we're going to do that. But I think this is going to be the last thing that I add to the game. And then I'll start adding more cars. And of course, then we'll go over the infrastructure. Right? We're going to tidy up the infrastructure and make it complete. And so let's see here. So what does that mean? Well, what that means is it means I'm going to have to make another game. All right? Like this one, which I'm actually kind of excited for. But yeah, it means I'll get to start working on another game. Of course, and now that was the thing with the snow. All right? I'll say one more thing about the snow. I had the snow spawning in here. I'm going to try and change it. You could come in contact with the snow with your plow, and you could get rid of the snow. But I just found that it caused so much lag because of the amount of scripts. This was our block, right? Now I haven't tried. Could probably try on my phone, just to see how it handles. My phone's super, super old, so if my phone can run the game without crashing, then I would assume that most people could run the game. And if you're having troubles, obviously just turn down your graphics quality. Yeah, see, that's all it is. Hit dot name, and then it just makes it disappear. That's all. This. So what I was planning on doing is I was going to cover the whole map with these. And you could drive around and you can plow, right? Just to give people stuff to do. But then I found that it caused so much lag with the game. It's okay for PC players. All right, so I guess that's what we're going to test right now, actually. So I have to go get my phone. Do this. Now we'll say group as a folder, and then right, so in our efforts to try and make a dynamic game that people can enjoy on all platforms, again, like I say, it's unfortunately you have to restrict what you can and cannot do to make it playable on all platforms, and that was my main goal. I didn't want to cater to any particular group, but what I found with Blue Trucking City, for example, I got some messages from players, and they were like, "Hey, I'm playing the game, but you know, my friend wants to play with me and he's on the console. Can you open it up for console? Or my friend wants to play with me and he's on a tablet. Can you open it up for the tablet? And I just found that there aren't enough resources on those devices. You can't even connect to the game. So I would love to open it up for those, but you can't connect to the game. So, all right. So let's see here. Let's publish this. We save it first and then I publish it here. Turn this down a little bit here. Let's see. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm still just a little bit under the weather. I apologize. I'm trying not to sniffle as much as I can. Okay, so now that we've published that, I'm just going to grab my phone here. Wherever that is. Now it's at 78%. I know you guys can't see this. It's kind of off camera. Oh, then what? So once you update through Studio, you still have to go to Roblox, and you still have to migrate the latest update. So, all right, we'll see how this goes on the phone. Yeah, and if I'm able to make these blocks disappear and it doesn't lag, that would be nice. Right, and so if we happen to be at the end for this one, the next one is going to be really exciting. It's going to be similar to this one, except it's going to be logging. It's going to be the next game. I'm going to have a mill, and you're going to be able to pick up logs in the forest, and you're going to be able to bring them to the mill where they'll be processed, you know, and then we'll have, like, you can deliver lumber and that kind of stuff around. Yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be something like that. I know, we're getting there. Somebody was saying that they like to do heavy hauling. We'll definitely look at doing a heavy hauling, a small game like this, but it'll be heavy hauling. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. You know, something similar. Maybe I'll have a little bit different kind of, like, I'm not really good at making infrastructure, unfortunately. Roads and that, it just takes a long time. But yeah, maybe I'll look at making some different roads, kind of windy and this and that. It'll be neat. It'll be neat by the time we get there. I think people will. And then that way we'll have several different types of games we can play, right? We'll have this game, which is like inner city kind of trucking, basically what it is, right? Distribution from the warehouse. Oh yeah, see, it took a while for me to join on my phone. So now I'm in the game, and it's having troubles. It's having troubles loading. Oh, there it goes. Whoops. Well, my phone is super old, like super old. So if it works on my phone, shouldn't have too many issues. Oh, look at that. Looking at the windows. Those could be fixed. Okay, so now what I need to do is spawn a coop. You guys can't see this. I'm on my cell phone right now. Alright, activate. Seems to be working all right. Unlock. Oh, no. Stuck. All right. Yeah, see, I apologize. I'm sniffling a little bit here. So, okay, so I spawned in, And I'm now driving over to I've just left the bus depot. And I'm now going to drive over and get the tractor. Because it's that bucket that makes the snow go away. I might later on put a plow on the snow plow. We'll have to do something with that too. Yeah, let's see here. Oh man. Oh yeah, that didn't scale properly. Holy, I'm just on my phone and I'm looking at I've got the tablet controls open. And I'm looking at the lights on top. Yeah, they seem to be all messed up still, so I'm gonna have to take a look at that. Yeah, and I see the infrastructure here still needs a little bit of work too. All right, so I'll just hop out, leave my car here. Okay, so now I'm running across. We're heading over to Ocean. Doesn't see. I'm sorry, but you can't really see it. Doesn't seem too bad. Maybe when I turn on my webcam or something. Try to record. Yeah, but what I liked about making these trucking games is just learning how to script and do all that. And I was thinking maybe I would make an RPG of some type later on. That would be pretty cool. Okay, so I'm gonna spawn a truck, and I wonder which ones. Ooh, that took a while. Oh, and it crashed. All right, so I tried to spawn in the plow, and Roblox Studio crashed on my phone as it was trying to load it in. So that's what I was saying, that it's 100, not 100%, but it's like 99% GPU. So if you don't have any video resources on your device, you're not going to be able to play Roblox. And I'm sorry to say that, or you won't be able to play any of the decent Roblox games, and you'll have to play the Shudder. You'll have to play the Shudder Roblox games. Yeah. No, that's kind of disappointing because it was working. It was working before. But all right. Well, we'll just leave that the way it is. Maybe I'll see if you guys can give me feedback about that. Let me know if it lags your system. Now, okay, I should get on our error report if I reload it, and it should say in the last, failed to lock VRAM for part render data. That's the error there that it's giving me, but that's not. It's saying it's a client error, right? But really, at the end of the day, Roblox has got to get its stuff together, and it really needs to change the way the way it uses your resources. And if it can change the way it uses resources, so it uses maybe a little bit less GPU and more of the CPU and the RAM that each device has, it might get better performance. But like I say, that's not for me. That's for Roblox. All right. So as you can see, we are going to be experiencing problems. Like I said, I tried to make this game compatible, and you can only go so far, right? You get to the point where you start adding too much, and suddenly you can't play, or it starts crashing and this and that, right? So in that case, it happened to be it crashed while it was trying to load in the plow. So there was just too much. There was just too much for it to load on the plow. What I don't know. The meshes, and that's part of it too, because your device has to download everything from the server. So it could be that there was a hiccup and there was latency, and that might have caused the crash also. All right, so enough of that. We're gonna make a taxi company. So what we need is the coupe. Let's see where we serve storage, vehicles. And I'm using the coupe. It's the best car I have. It's tuned. It's fully compatible. I do want to check the... There, we'll get rid of that. And then that'll just make it a little bit easier. I don't think that was the problem with the plow. No. Wow, I don't want to go over that right now. I really don't. There. I know. It might not work on my phone because my phone's tiny. Hopefully it scales properly for everybody else. Hopefully. All right. So the first thing we want to do is we want to try and get these taxi cabs working. And they're full of errors, as usual. So what do we do when things are full of errors? So the first thing I want to do is... Hey, this one's a BMW. This one's nice. 4... Whatever that is, and whatever this one is. Oh, that one's pretty cool. It's got lots of seats in it. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is what we usually do. Let's start with the car. Let's do that, and then we'll delete that, and then we'll rename this to... Okay, right-click rename. To Taxi A. Of the thumbnail camera, and we'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of that, and probably that, and then what we'll do is this. We'll take this, we'll paste into, and then copy, paste into. Now we have to go through it. What's going on here? It's got 3 different rims. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, this one. What's this one's got? Plastic tires, eh? Oh, I see. And the taillights. Oh, okay, they all have that. Oh. Miscellaneous taillights. Oh, I see. Okay, so we'll keep this, but we're gonna get rid of all these scripts. Right? They just set this cab up so automatically at night the lights come on and off. I didn't realize this cab was gonna be. It's gonna be. Yeah, let's just delete that one. That's gonna be way too much trouble. Hey, I'll just delete it. It's gonna be way too much trouble. Rename this one Taxi A. It's gonna be way too much trouble just because it doesn't like. See, this one's got brakes, headlights, and all that stuff in the model, and that's what A chassis uses. And if it doesn't have that, you're yeah, you're basically asking for trouble. Then what we have to do is we have to modify A chassis. It's a lot more work. All right. See, it's got the wheels. This one's already set up. It's got this. That's cool. So probably what we'll do with this guy, get rid of that and that. I like the way it looks. And I'm wondering if we might be able to make it go neon or something. What's that? All right. However they had these these things set up, we don't know. All right, we'll get rid of this shadow. And then that. Oh, this one's got 2 siren controls in it. Holy moly. Alright, we'll get rid of that. See, so once you've tuned one A chassis, copy, and then I still have to make it so that way they lock and unlock, right? Do we want this little van? Alright, we'll rename this one to Taxi B. And this one, Taxi A. Oh no, this one doesn't have anything in it. Doesn't have any lights. Doesn't have. It's just a body. All right, you didn't make the cut, car. Didn't make the cut. Okay, so now what we need is the lock and unlock, right? So we go to body, color. Let me see if this has got. It doesn't have color. But what we can do is. Copy that and we'll put it inside here. Oh, it does have that. It does have a spot called color. And this is paint A. Here, we'll rename that. Rename. Cool. And paste into, let's rename this paint. All right, test that out. Let's see where's my spawn. Let's see what's gonna work. Drive seats. Okay, what is going on here? Okay. Apparently, somebody took the taxi side and they converted it into EMS. Oh boy. Is that what I'm getting here? Drive seat is not. Oh, I gotta find the drive seat. All right, so let's get rid of that. Because we obviously don't need a. Okay, now maybe that'll silence a bunch of. Yeah, that silenced everything. Okay, perfect. All right. So that. Trunk. And we'll have to figure out some different accessories for the taxi. Oh, and then I need to rename it. Right? Nope. Yes, in there. Okay, spell my own name. Oh my goodness. All right. Unlock. Yeah, there we go. Now we have a working taxi cab. I don't like the wheels. They're awful. We are definitely going to be changing that. Yeah, just like that. Hey. Now, let's see what we can do about these wheels. I think, is it just their... I think it's that part there. Duplicate of the same. Appears to be a duplicate of the same part. I better make sure it's still run. Oh yeah. All right. I don't know. It's kind of one of my frustrations with Roblox. I appreciate the free models that they're giving players from the toolbox, but you know, at least like have once in a while a Roblox developer actually go through the models. You know, and like just because you can take these models and some of them are just they're just full of takes a lot of work to bring them around, right? All right. Cool. And it's got lights. Lights, camera, action. Now we have a taxi cab. Okay, and so what I want to do with this guy. Nice. It's good sounds. I don't know how well we're going to do with the tires, being what they are. Okay. Now we have this thing here. BBB. These are all these kind of stuff. Okay, fly. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so I guess what we can do now is we can make this, this, and this. We can make it this color. And maybe what we'll do is, here, we'll rename this to BB. And we'll rename this to BBB. And now we already have in our lights, where's it here? In our light add-on, that when you press X, it turns on the hazards. And when you press B, it turns on the regular lights. So what I'd like to do is just put a local script inside here. Scripts. Can I do this? Or does it have to be a local script? Let's find out. All right. Let's see. Local. Okay, so we need to connect to the user input service, blah, 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 right? Trying to think what would be the best way to... Let's see. What would be the best way to link this? I don't know if that's going to be the best way. I think I'm just going to do that right here from A chassis. Not from A chassis, but from the... From here. Okay, so... And then we'll say script. Parent. How is that going to work? Can't be here. It has to be in here, in the handler. Yes, it has to be in the handler. So now we have to say if toggle standard lights. So when you toggle standard lights, right here. All right, then we can say car. No. Car dot body. that the only model? No. Okay, can we rename this to service? car.body.service.b. No, .b. And then we need to do this 3 times. Oops. Copy. Right. BB and BBB. Let's see. Dot material equals neon. All right. Just like that. And then we're going to do this. And we're going to say else if. And then we'll say smooth. Smooth plastic. All right. Unlock. So you get in, press L. Hey, cool. Now you're driving around, right? You can have your headlights on, and then that's how you turn it on. So with the console players, it'll be B. It's the best way I can do it. Oh, why didn't that? It only went on once. What's going on? I wonder if I have to do this for all 3. I don't see why. Maybe? There we go. Cool. Now you can be driving. Got your taxi sign on. Awesome. Cool. That's basically what I want to do is I want to convert this. This is going to be our little taxi hangout. Like, you know, when you break it all down, these are like individual games. You know, the bus depot. This is it. Really, it could be its own game, just the bus depot. And I could have routes all around, and it could, you know. I suppose that was eventually that was gonna be the idea, where I was just gonna make standalone games. Well, maybe we'll do that. But right now we're adding a taxi company. I like it. So, okay, now we have to convert this one. All right. So this taxi's done. Rename this. Excuse me. Again, I do apologize. Second day of school, and the family got sick. So, what can you do, right? Not much. Okay, let's get this one working. So what we'll do is we'll take, this is the easiest. Go from the coupe. We need body. 1, 2, 3. Put it in here. Okay, and then paste into rename. Hey, okay, and now what we have to do is figure out where the drive seat is. Okay, it looks like I don't have to do anything. Just rename the car. Cool. All right, now we got a second taxi. The Wobbly Wheel Express. That's all right. Nice. Oh yeah, it's gonna need a little bit of work. Looks like only one light. Hazards is not. All right. Body insert object. Is it a bool? I think it is. Yeah, bool is true and false. So we just have to check to make sure. Insert object. Bool. Rename. Hazards. Was that the only error it was giving me? And trunk. We'll get rid of this here. Cars are pretty easy. There's not much to it, right? That's the other reason why I really was happy to do trucks. There's so much you can do with trucks. So much. Like I haven't even scratched the surface on the things that I want to be able to do. Like there's still garbage trucks. I'll probably make a game just for garbage trucks, right? Because you got roll-off bins, and then you have all the locations where you can pick that up, and you got recycling. You know, and then there's the dump, and you can have like a processing facility. You can do all kinds of really cool stuff. So don't worry. We are okay. There we go. No errors. Cool. All right. Okay, so now that we've got our two taxis, I'm just gonna do a time check here. 47 minutes. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. All right, we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.